200 of the Gaming Death Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. With me tonight, we have Caleb.
Yes.
We have Yogizilla.
What's up?
And we have Dawn. The real Dawn.
Hey guys.
Not like a fake Dawn, like a real Dawn.
Not a fake.
Aw, snap.
For real.
For reals. This is episode 200, which means that we've been doing this for about 4 motherfucking years. We had to just do a restart. Originally, we were gonna... I had people send me voicemails, and I was gonna play it live so that you guys could hear all these 3 messages. But instead, if you want to hear the messages, you're gonna end up having to listen to the... well, my co-hosts are gonna have to listen to the iTunes... The iTunes version. And my computer just froze. Tonight is the best night in the world.
Yeah, 200.
200. Yeah,
Okay,
we can still hear you.
It's just my monitors. Just my one monitor screwed up. I just had to turn
In
it off
all our
and turn it back on.
excitement last night, Chris, I forgot to say maybe you could give me the files just in case I'll be your backup.
Well, you could have said that, and I
I
would have
know.
sent them to you.
Can you hear? If I play this real quick? Hold on, I'm gonna probably sound weird.
Everybody sounds a little weird.
Did you hear that?
Everyone's a
hear
little bit
anything.
racist.
Did that come out for you?
I didn't hear anything.
I don't hear shit.
No?
All right, so,
Really?
but this is episode 200, which is a big thing. That's why the whole reason Dawn's back. Hollow is still not feeling well, so he is not here. Sadly, which makes me a little upset. It was me, him, and Dawn that really started the Game of Death podcast. Goddamn near 4 fucking years ago. But I'm gonna do a test right now to make sure that the people that are watching live on Twitch can hear what I'm about to play. So Twitch chat, if you could do me a favor, if you can't hear anything, please say something. But here's a message that Matt Bradford sent us of congratulating us on 200 episodes.
Hey guys, it's Matt Bradford with Zombiecast and the No Sleep Podcast, congratulating you on 200 episodes. Most gaming podcasts don't get to this point, really, and the dedication you've shown, the entertainment you provide, and just being awesome people has really kind of put you out there. So congratulations to all of you. I hope that maybe I can record one of these rambling messages for your 400th episode, but until then, continue doing what you do, and just first and foremost, have fun. Because when you guys have fun, we the listeners have fun. So keep rocking it, and thanks for all the free entertainment.
Yeah, that's Matt Bradford, who you guys may remember. Caleb, were you around for Matt's days when he was guest hosting for a little while?
That's a good question. I remember multiple people guest hosting. I don't know if I can recall Brad specifically. So probably not.
Because wait, let's see. You had to have been, because Jake was the one that that introduced me to Matt, and it was Matt.
Yeah, okay.
It was Matt and Jake that introduced me to Yogizilla.
That's right. Okay. I
And
think he's the guy I'm thinking of.
he used to be. He was Yogi. He was a temporary member on VGO.
He was actually a permanent host for like 2, maybe 3 years, but they always treated him as a temporary guest host type thing.
That was the running joke.
Yeah. Well, I think it stopped being funny for him because he finally departed.
Right now you can hear Matt on Zombiecast, which is one of my all-time favorite podcasts. I love that podcast.
Yep.
We can play another message, or we can start answering questions. It's up to you guys.
Let's do some more. Let's do the other messages out of the way. And then
Yeah, might as well get to the all at once.
Okay, this one comes from our buddies over at the R&M podcast, Retro and Modern Network, Retro and Modern Podcast. It's Austin and Coach. Austin, who I've known for quite a long time. So let's go ahead and just play this.
Hello, Gaming Death Podcast. I am Austin. Chris knows me. Caleb possibly knows me still. I don't know. It's been a while. But I'm here with my co-host from the R&M podcast, Coach.
What is up?
And we just wanted to say congratulations on hitting 200 episodes of the Gaming Death podcast. We're coming up on ours, so we know from personal experience how exciting it is to get this far and I guess just, have fun every week. I think that's the best part for us, I know at least, is just sitting there getting to talk to each other every week about games. And so I know you guys have a blast. And so Chris, I think I've known you, gosh, honestly, I don't even know when I first met you, but it's been a long time. And of course we first met up, and Coach, I know you met at PAX too. We first met at PAX, I think it was 2014. So just want to say congratulations and hope for 200 more.
Yeah, that's right.
At least.
Good job, guys, and keep doing what you do.
Yeah, so that's our friends over at the Retro Modern Network, which it meant a lot to me that Austin would send that over for us. I asked him to, so it makes me kind of a shill, but I don't care. Cool. Yeah, I know you guys can't hear this, which is sad.
No, I literally cannot hear what it is.
See, Yogi's in on the ground floor because he's muting his mic and is on the Twitch channel.
Oh.
I should have did that.
So that he can hear all
I'm
these.
dumb.
So he's in the chat commenting about the voicemails. All right, we got one more. This one, I will warn you guys, the quality's terrible. He recorded it what sounds like outside behind the exhaust of a bus. This comes from Jake. Without Jake, Gaming Death probably would not have made it to 200 episodes. It probably wouldn't have made it past 50 episodes, to be completely honest. Jake is the guy that wrote our theme song, and let's just go ahead and play it.
Hey, Chris and Gaming Death crew, Jake here, your longtime fan and friend. Sorry for the background noise. I'm actually outside right now doing this, but I wanted to make sure that I extended my congratulations to you on hitting 200 episodes. It's so awesome that everything is still going, even though you guys wanted to drop it on several occasions. I hope that you continue. I wish you all the best of luck, and I am super proud to be part of the Gaming Death family, even though I've kind of been off the radar for a while. Keep up the good work. Congrats again. Peace out.
So that's Jake, who's clearly standing behind a bus exhaust. Or a garbage truck, as Dawn is typing in chat.
Jake.
Yeah, so I want to. There's a bunch of other people that are out there that have made it, that have helped us. I don't know if you guys have anybody that you wanted to call out by name, Caleb or Dawn. Aside from, I will do a big thank you at the end of this episode. But that's when I get mushy and sentimental.
Big issues.
Big tissues.
Yeah, for them big manly tears.
From the big manly tears.
That's right. That's why I have these tears on my desk. The big manly tears.
All right, let's get into some questions that we have. All right, let's answer some questions from our listeners. We did a listener special last week, but because we get so many goddamn emails, I kept a bunch of kind of the harder, more cerebral, kind of more personal questions for this episode specifically, because I had nothing planned.
Okay.
So let's start out. What's one thing from gaming that is now extinct that you miss the most?
One thing that's extinct.
That's a loaded question.
What if it's almost extinct?
That's fine.
Couch co-op.
Couch co-op. Okay, that's good.
That's a good one.
Like, it's not dead yet, but they're working on it.
It's pretty close at this point.
It's close, right?
Yeah. It's pretty close.
Which, little side note, River City Underground on Steam It's couch co-op optimized, but the online apparently isn't that good. It's really laggy. Just it's a good game.
Okay, I heard the game's really good though. I want to try it.
Yeah, I heard really good things too.
Something that's extinct. There's something really big that comes to mind that I couldn't find in like a retro game. But like a retro style indie game, I mean.
Oh, we just lost Yogi.
No.
Made a cool little retro game noise though.
It did. It's nice. Is that gonna show up?
I don't think that's gonna fuck me up. I hope it doesn't fuck me up.
Is it gonna show up on the recording?
It might. Yeah, that cool retro noise will show up on the recording.
Oh, there it is again.
Oh, there he is. Sorry, Yogi. What happened there?
You're here.
I don't know. Was that me?
Yeah, that must have been you, or it's me because everybody's very robotic as well. So it might just be me.
I don't know what the guy did. I started to say something, and then all of a sudden it went silent. I was like, oh no.
Chris is Mega Man today because everybody's a robot.
Yeah. Unless you go by that one iteration of Mega Man where he sounds like a frog. He's like,
I can't understand a thing you guys are saying.
no! Comedy gold!
Like, is everybody clear for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty good to us.
Yeah.
Why does everybody sound like shit to me? Why? See, of course, when it rains, it pours. I want to do something special, and the universe is like, no, go fuck yourselves.
Hey, Chris, how about you want me maybe to host the Skype call and see if it might help?
Yeah. See if you can host the Skype call, Yogi.
Let me sure I have Caleb. I do have it here, and not Dawn. Make sure I have her. I think I have her.
This is gonna take a lot of editing, post-editing.
That's fun. Alright, I'm gonna call, and then I'm gonna read all you guys. Let's do that first.
Yeah. So this is awesome. Boats and hose, guys. Yeah, everybody is like super robot. Wait, you're supposed to call us. You're supposed to host the call and call us, not jump back into the call.
Bad. I hear you. Come back.
All right. Hey, Twitch. I know you guys can hear me. I don't think I'm robot-y. I hope I'm not robot-y. But this is interesting. Of course, a day when things are looking their grimmest, and I'm trying to do this. This is supposed to be like me and Yogi were up to like 1 o'clock yesterday morning, and it was fine, and we had everything figured out nice.
Yeah, right. Are we good?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. You guys sound good to me.
Everybody sounds good to me.
Sounds alright.
Aw, snap, son.
Okay, I'm wondering if it's because both me and Dawn are on the same internet at the same time trying to Skype.
Yeah, that might be. Skype is a resource hog. It's just disgusting.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's much better. So for those of you that are listening to this on iTunes or Stitcher or Google Play, you're going to notice that the quality suddenly improves now. And that's because I was hosting the call and it sounded like crap. And now Yogi's hosting the call and it sounds great.
Yay!
Right, so
my super expensive internet is worth something, I guess.
Sounds like it's time for a hard reset.
No, we're
hard reset the podcast.
Yogi has to do his podcast in an hour, or I would.
Oh, okay.
I totally would hard reset.
That one episode where you guys freaking restarted like 3 times. Best episode ever. I lost my shit, man. I couldn't stop laughing. I almost died of a heart attack, man.
All right, so let me ask the question again. Now that everybody can hear your guys' answer, the question was, what's one thing from gaming that is now extinct that you miss?
So Don said couch co-op.
Couch co-op.
Catch
Caleb
co-op.
come up with one?
No, I was trying to think. I was saying that there's not a whole lot of things I can think of that are fully extinct now because of all the like indie retro style games, but I was trying to come up with one.
Austin in the chat said games that are complete at launch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
For
I
me,
don't
it's
miss
instruction
games,
manuals.
though. I also, however, the flip side of
that
that
was my
is
answer.
that I don't miss games that come out broken and are broken forever.
I agree.
Yeah.
I concur with that 100%, Caleb.
Yeah.
How about when DLC was stuff that was actually developed after the release, not something that was removed from the launch product?
That there's
nickel and dimed.
Oh, you're gonna come on my podcast and spew that bullshit? Because I'll argue you to the death about that. There's only a very few companies, and they get a lot of slack for when they do it, like Capcom.
It happens more than it should. That's what I'm saying.
But it very seldomly happens, and when it happens, the companies get called out.
I don't think it is much accountability as people think.
There's a ton of accountability to it. Most of the time, the game is done and going through QA while the development team is then working on DLC.
Yeah, I mean, and I get it. They run the stream. The ideal situation, they have a smaller segment of the team work on continued support and development. But it's the fact that it still happens, like, that's disgusting. It's happening less now, I think, because people are buying. It's harder to it's easier to get caught doing it. You know what I mean? Because people are more aware.
Because everybody data mines disc now.
Yep.
Exactly. Like with discs, remember when there used to be stuff where you'd buy a expansion and all it would be like a 54K file and it would unlock what's already on the disc. Like, what?
Did you guys hear in the news this week that people have already hacked the Nintendo Switch firmware?
Yep.
What?
Pretty amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I miss non-Nintendo TV side scrollers.
I was just gonna say I miss Nintendo. I miss when Nintendo was a leader of the pack.
I'll agree with you there.
You can take your Mario and shove it.
Hey, Mario's cool, man. Do you dislike Mario? I thought I might remember having this conversation.
I don't like Mario.
That's right. Oh, okay, now this is bringing back memories.
I like to watch it. To be fair, I have personal beef with Mario because I suck at Mario. I like watching other people play Mario, but I have a chip on my shoulder with Nintendo that they make $1 bajillion based off of games that I cannot play.
All right,
can't do it.
All right, I'm gonna herd I'm herding the cats. We're going on to the next question.
Okay.
Herd the cats.
Aww. Okay.
James wants to know, what one game would you show to a time traveler?
What game would I show to a time traveler? From
Mine
the
is
future or the past?
I'm going to say a past time traveler. I'm going to show him BioShock. And I'm going to tell him that this is what happened between, like, 1950 and 1970.
Oh, okay, you're just all for the lulz.
Yeah, totally for the lulz.
Dude, that's such a troll move.
Like, this actually happened. Here's BioShock. And I won't show him any of the other BioShocks. I'll just show him BioShock 1. Be like, yeah, this dude Andrew Ryan built this city under the water. Fucking crazy. Look at this.
I mean, the name of the place is Rapture, so you could say that's what actually happens when God comes for his judgment.
Ooh.
Really mess him up.
Yeah.
For a future time traveler, I'd either show them Guardian Heroes or Panzer Dragoon Saga, which to me are two of my all-time favorite games.
Right.
Come on, not everybody answer at once, Dawn and Caleb.
I don't know what I'd show a time traveler.
Yes, you do. It'd be Skyrim.
No, because they'd be like, "What witchcraft is this?" And then they'd try to set me on fire.
If you show them any game, they'll say, "Which witchcraft is this?" and try to
Yeah,
set
that's
you on
true. You
fire.
show them a TV, and they'll say, "What witchcraft is this?" I'd show them Dark Souls.
Yeah, you would.
And I'd say that we've just advanced as a society so much we can just create our own worlds that you can just hack into with this controller. Now go experience Dark Souls.
Some serious therapy after that.
Yeah, I know. Great.
No answer, Dawn?
I don't know. I guess.
Don, I think I know what your answer is. Lisa shoot Larry.
I don't even know if she knows what that game is.
I have no idea. No idea. Actually, I do, now that I think about it. But, I don't know. I mean, if you wanted to really be lolsy and freak out somebody from the past, you could show them Fallout.
Yeah. I was going to say someone from the past, like, especially if they were, like, from the early 1900s, I'd show them Tetris and be like, the Russians rule the world now, and this is all we have for fun.
Yo, I love me some Tetris, though.
I love me some Tetris, too.
Alright, if you could mix two properties together in a sort of Kingdom Hearts mashup, which two properties would it be?
That's a good one.
That is a good one, because, I
from
mean, the
Nick.
whole point, I mean, the whole beauty of Kingdom Hearts is that Square and Disney have so many worlds they can play with.
So they have to be like two companies that have massive universes that complement each other well.
So yeah, like Capcom and Koei Tecmo or something like that.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
Actually, that wouldn't be a bad one.
They could dust off the Power Stone characters.
Yeah. You know what? After playing after playing Nier Automata, which has some surprisingly Mega Man-esque mechanics, I would say Platinum and Capcom actually, I think, would do really well.
See, I'm taking it as two franchises, so I was like Mass Effect and Star Wars.
That would be interesting. So Star Trek and Star Wars.
Yeah, basically. But Star Trek doesn't really have like the games behind it to really back it up. So Mass Effect and Star Wars.
It's good. Franchises are... Yeah. Franchises that I have to have like Castlevania and... Oh, shit. Who would go good with that?
I've been thinking about that for the last 15 seconds.
When we say years.
When we say Kingdom Hearts, does it have to have like that epic kind of storytelling and similar gameplay?
No, you're just mashing them up kind of the way that Kingdom Hearts mashes up Disney and Final Fantasy.
Oh, so we're being genre agnostic, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, you're just taking this thing and going Kiss.
Okay, I got it. Castlevania and Resident Evil.
Oh, that'd be badass.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, it's called Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe a little bit.
Ooh, I got one. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Splinter Cell and Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Ooh.
I'd love for Metal Gear to get back to the super stealthy roots, but they're never going to.
See, I actually... You know what I think would actually be... Well, actually, you know what? Go ahead. Say what you're going to say, Yogi, because I was going to go in another direction.
Well, I was just going to say, you'd have that nice camp in there to break everything up, but then you'd have, like, super slick gameplay and stealth mechanics and, like, the ultimate team-up. They're pretty sweet. And they're great. And you got a lot of good supporting characters, too, so I think it'll work out.
Yeah, I think so. I was going to say, what about Metal Gear Solid and Star Wars. So you've got like a Metal Gear Solid style game in the Star Wars universe with like a solid Snake Jedi character.
That'd be cool.
It'd be super interesting.
That'd be really cool. Austin says Transformers and Metal Gear.
That would, oh well, yeah. That'd actually be it'd be dumb, but it'd be pretty fun.
See, I want to combine like if I was doing just like game plus franchise, I really want to play like a Stranger Things game, but made like Resident Evil 7.
That would be awesome, actually. That's when I was thinking Resident Evil and Castlevania. I was thinking either like a Resident Evil 7 or a Resident Evil 4 type game where you're like just a random person in Dracula's castle.
Oh, okay. All right, that'd be cool. John, you got any two that you want to mash up?
My brain farted up something really stupid.
All right, let's hear it.
You know those stupid pets games where you can raise a dog?
Yeah. Like dogs and cats?
Yeah. You have a pets game that's Game of Thrones themed, so you can raise dragons.
There's a bunch of those on iPhone.
It's probably an app on your iPhone.
I think you're going to be like, so that you can raise like little Khaleesi and little Jon Snow.
Yeah, little Khaleesi and little Jon Snow and little direwolves.
I want a direwolf.
I know, I want a direwolf too.
Oh, Austin came up with another good one. Nintendogs X Dead Space. Also very good.
Nintendog
That's so
jumps
wrong.
up.
What are you going to dismember the dogs?
No, the Nintendog jumps up on the screen like in Smash Brothers, but then its face breaks in half and it turns into a crazy like the Thing sideways mouth, and it just scares the shit out of you.
Oh, see, I'm imagining kind of like playing through like a Dead Space game, except you're just a dog in the suit the entire time.
And you don't have any guns. You're just a dog in the suit.
You're just the dog in a suit.
There's a game like that coming out that's where you're literally just like a cat in like a downtown area, and like you're going through alleys and like jumping on walls and stuff. It looks super interesting.
It's a puzzle platformer. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Next question: what's your favorite Xbox One exclusive, Wii U exclusive, and PS4 exclusive?
Ooh.
Wait, what was that again?
They want to know PS4, Xbox One, and Wii U, what your favorite exclusive games on each console are.
Does it still count as an exclusive if it's also on PC?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, because there's not very many Xbox One games that aren't on PC.
Okay.
Okay, since I thought about this, even though I sent everybody but Yogi the questions so that they could think about this and have answers, for PS4 it's Neo without a doubt, for PS4.
Okay.
For Wii U it's Mario Maker. I can't say Zelda because it's on the Switch.
Okay.
And for Xbox One it's Sunset Overdrive.
Okay.
All right, Yogi, you said you had yours?
Yes. So starting with PS4, which I don't own a PS4, but the way you guys have talked about Neo, that would make me want to get one. And I know it's not out yet, but Persona, the latest Persona looks really good, and I like the anime and the whole story and the whole midnight hour thing. That's a great concept.
That reminds me of, I just got paid. I got a pre-order Persona.
There you go. For Wii U, I like Austin's choice, Bayonetta 2, because I'm a big Sega fan, and the crazy concept of a woman that kicks ass and her whole suit's made out of hair. I mean, can't get better than that. Though Splatoon looks interesting enough. You know, it's kind of like crackhead paintball, so that's cool too.
You can say that still right now because the Switch version isn't out yet.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
And Zelda, and of course you have to talk about Breath of the Wild, and I've been hearing nothing but good things
exclusive
about that.
though. That's why I couldn't say it.
Oh, that's true because it's on the Switch.
It's on the Switch.
But I was going to say they're both Nintendo consoles, but it's not like on the other consoles. It's not like on
that's
Microsoft.
Then can I say Uncharted 2 for my favorite favorite PS4 game?
Oh well, shit. That's fair. Okay, that's fair.
Because I will. It's on the PS4. They're both
that
Sony
one
consoles.
showed up on both consoles at the same time, Zelda did.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know. All right. So for did you finish? That's later.
Oh yeah, Xbox One. Xbox One. I love the Sunset Overdrive choice, but I'm gonna be a hipster and say Recore because that game hasn't gotten enough credit, and I actually really enjoy playing that game. It's got a little bit of Metroid Prime vibe, and it's got the kind of Metroidvania kind of thing going on, of course, and it's got its own personality. It's actually a lot better than people give it credit for. That's it.
See, for me, it was really hard to choose between Sunset Overdrive and Ori and the Blind Forest.
Still haven't played that.
But Ori's on PC as well. Well, I guess.
That's I mean, if it's like on a console and the PC, but not any other, I guess that
Yeah. Gears of War 4 honorable mention. That's a really good game too.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna say for PS4, I'm gonna say Bloodborne. For Xbox One, I'm actually gonna say Forza Horizon 2, which I don't know, something about it just looks super fun, and I've almost bought the console a few times just to play that.
Is 2 on X1? I thought 2 was Xbox 360.
2 is X1. Actually, I think only the first one was 360 because 2 and 3 are both 2 and 3 are both X1. And for Wii U, this is one of my favorite games ever that I actually don't get a lot of. I don't often get a chance to talk about. Scribblenauts Unlimited.
Oh, 2 was on both 360 and Xbox One, so you can't choose Forza Horizon.
God damn it.
But you can choose 3 because that's an Xbox One exclusive.
Fine, let's just say 3. Yeah, and Scribblenauts. That game's amazing. That game needs more love too.
Oh,
all right, Don.
Scribblenauts, yes.
What you got for us?
This is hard because I don't think any of the games I like are exclusively anywhere.
But you watch me play a lot of games.
That's true. Okay, I like watching you play Mario Maker.
Okay.
So that's Nintendo. PS4. Because fucking Diablo's not exclusive.
I know it's not, sadly.
I don't know, what's,
You've been enjoying me watching me play Horizon, which is exclusive.
Yeah,
you like watching
Horizon's pretty
Neo,
good.
which is exclusive.
Yeah, I think I
Bloodborne
like
was also
Horizon.
exclusive.
I like Horizon better than Neo, though.
Okay.
And then Xbone. Yeah, I don't know what's Xbone exclusive either. You've barely been playing it, and I've just been playing
Skyrim.
Skyrim Remastered, which isn't exclusive either.
I know. Yeah, no, I don't play very many Xbox exclusives because there aren't very many that entice me. Like Gears of War 4 I played, and Forza Horizon 2 I believe I played, and Rare Replay I played. That was an Xbox One exclusive, kind of.
That's a great collection.
But I play like Rainbow Six Siege and Skyrim on my Xbox One. So, all right, what's our next question? What game do you guys think will be the biggest letdown of 2017? This comes in from Charles.
Such a harsh question in this year of already several great games.
Mass Effect Andromeda, hands down.
You think so? Ooh,
Hands down.
Ooh.
Wait, what do we think is going to be the best game, or what do we think
The
is going to
biggest
be the
letdown.
worst? Oh, the biggest letdown?
Yeah.
This
This was a hard decision until all the articles came out of all the people that had like the hands-on first few hours of the game came out.
And the face stuff that's coming out today.
and it was all like, it came out like 2 days ago, and they were like, the first few hours of this game are terrible.
Oh.
So I was like, yep, that's going to be the biggest letdown, without a doubt.
That is unfortunate.
Austin agrees with me, by the way.
The biggest letdown. I'm trying to think what else we have coming like later on in the year.
I was going to say Red Dead Redemption 2 just to piss you off, by the way, Caleb.
We'll see. I think it'll be good. But I know nothing about it, so I wouldn't be able to argue against you. I hope that game's not the biggest letdown. Oh, jeez. I'm trying to think let me pull up a list of what's coming out this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'm like, I don't know what's coming out.
Everybody run! Yogi, anything come to your mind? You're the odd man out because you're mostly a PC gamer.
No, it's funny. I've actually been transitioning more to Xbox One just because it's a lot more convenient these days, and that's why more of my friends are playing. You know, when I play on PC, everybody sticks to the same few games, like League of Legends, and it's like, hey, there's other games, or Rocket League. You know, usually I'm kind of the salty dog, the curmudgeon when it comes to stuff. And I have to be honest, there's only a handful of games that I know I'm really on board for. Mass Effect Andromeda is one of them. Ghost Recon Wildlands, which already released, and I've heard good things about. I'll eventually be getting that.
Yeah.
So we have Injustice 2 coming out. Tekken 7's coming out. Trying to think what else I'm kind of interested in. Prey.
Oh.
Prey's a big one.
You think Prey's going to be a big letdown?
I think if I have to choose a game, and especially one that I'm really interested in, like, for it to be a letdown, I'd have to have high expectations for it, right? So,
I guess
that game looks very promising to me, but I have a feeling that we've already made a better story in our heads than it'll actually be. So, if I had to choose one, that'd probably be it. With that other game, The Surge, right behind it, because that looks really interesting, but I haven't seen much about it since E3, and chances are that's going to be disappointing as well. Those are my two picks, and those are both May releases, interestingly enough.
Anything,
Okay.
Caleb Dawn? Anything at all?
I was going to say, this isn't something that I have high expectations for, but I know other people do. Detroit Become Human.
Ooh, good call.
Isn't that David Cage's new game?
David Cage, yeah. I don't know why I made an Italian accent. He's French. I think David Cage is the king of letdowns.
No, that's Peter Molyneux.
Oh, okay, that's fair. No, that's true. Peter Molyneux is much worse. But I'm just really not a fan of David Cage either. I feel like his games are good. Well, they're good because he tries so hard and yet they still fail. That's what I like about his games. But some people really like his games, so I'm sure some people are probably excited for this one. So I don't know.
Jason.
I don't expect... Who?
Jason.
Press X to Jason is one of the best prompts ever.
They're doing Skyrim on the Switch? What the fuck is that?
Skyrim on the Switch?
Yeah, they're doing Skyrim on the Switch.
What?
Yeah, when is that? That still doesn't have a date, does it?
According to this list, it's just confirmed for the year. It doesn't have a day.
Yeah, they've also been cagey about saying whether or not it's the HD version or the original version.
Yeah, I was just like, what?
Oh, there's Dawn's biggest letdown.
No, I'm not playing no fucking Skyrim on Nintendo. Get the fuck out of here.
But you can take it with you.
You can take Skyrim with you wherever.
I got shit to do.
But I mean, like, you could take a shit and be playing Skyrim.
No, I got shit to do. Personally, I don't give a crap, but I feel like the hype is so high for people that are expecting Persona 5.
Ooh. Them's fighting.
Oh, them fighting words.
I know them
Them's
fighting
fighting
words, but if that game doesn't live up to its hype, that's going to be the disappointer of the year. You know what I mean? Like.
Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here about Dawn's choice really quick, and I'm sorry, Dawn. Dawn,
go ahead.
Dawn, you're. I know you're not in on the gaming news and stuff as much as like me, Caleb, Yogi, Hollow are. Persona's been out in Japan for how long now? 8 months?
I don't fucking know.
That's why I'm saying I'm not trying to shit on your parade. I'm just letting you know. But the weird thing is we've heard nothing about it.
I was about to say, just because a game's out in Japan doesn't mean that we know whether it's good or not. And just because a game is doing good in Japan doesn't mean it's going to do good here.
All right.
I think they're just doing a really good job of not getting spoilers across the different languages. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. It's a game that's obviously come out and is apparently done very well, so I don't know.
But I mean, you can't find anything on that. I've searched for things on that game so I could just see some gameplay of the game, and I can't find it.
That's because they put that shit on lockdown. They're like, no. No footage for you.
That makes me a little sad. All right, let's keep going because we got a few more minutes left. What's your favorite game ending?
I feel like we did something similar. No, okay, no, that was a different question. Last week.
Yeah, these are no repeat questions that we've ever answered before. I made sure of that one.
Correct.
Game ending.
The best game ending.
And Austin went ahead and stole mine.
You know what? What did Austin say?
Metal Gear Solid 3.
Okay, yeah. That's a good one.
My favorite ending of a video game of all time.
If I had to say an ending... Okay, so this is before there were ever plans for a sequel, because I feel like the sequel completely fucks up the ending of this game. But I was going to say Final Fantasy X.
10's cool. I like 10.
Yeah, 10's a great game. It just has an ending that's very different for a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, there's no closure.
Very interesting. Oh yeah, no, it's the best.
Yeah,
it's super unique. That's why it's interesting as opposed to some of the other ones, or it's more interesting than the other ones, I think.
Yogi, favorite game ending?
Ooh, all time, my memory shit. I could barely remember yesterday, so I just picked something recent that really impacted me. The Gears of War 4 ending revitalized my love for that franchise and made me really want to play Part 5 because it left so many questions. I was like, oh my god, now what happens?
I still haven't beaten it, so thank you for not spoiling.
No spoiler, but it's good. It's good.
This one's tough because I don't finish a lot of games all the way through. Even though I see you finish a lot of games all the way through.
I'm the same way, Don.
I just don't finish shit. I don't know, I'll kick it old school.
Okay.
One of the old Castlevanias, and you see the castle crumble down, and you're just chilling with your main character.
Alright, I got 3 more questions, and then we're going to be done. What comic character would you like to see in an open world game?
Comic character in an open world game?
Yes.
Ooh.
Now we got Spider-Man coming. We've had Batman. Who else do you guys want to see?
There's a Batman sale on the PSN this week, by the way. Random sale. $10 for Arkham Knight actually on PS4.
Not
for
worth
those
it.
who haven't played it. Not worth it.
Not worth it.
Okay. Chris says it's not worth it.
2 out of 10. Too much
No
Batmobile.
Too much Batmobile. 6 out of 10 too much Batmobile. I can get down with that. That's... Ooh. I'd really like to see a Sandman game, but I think it'd be really, really hard to do.
Really, really hard to do. Like, open world Sandman game?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you'd have to be able to travel between the realms, and it would just be... Oh, no, it's too trippy of a comic to make into, like, a visual game. Maybe not.
I have two. It's between Constantine or Green Lantern.
Green Lantern would be fun.
And I'd really like to play Constantine in, like, open world fighting demons.
Okay. I might like a Flash one, actually. Hello?
A Flash one? Yeah, that's what Austin said. Austin said the Flash as well.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like the Flash would actually make for a really fun open world game.
The real Pro Beast says he'd want to see a Man of Steel game where you'd have to conceal your identity and run around. He also asked us what we think of Fallout 4 and which ending did each of us choose and why. Did any of us complete Fallout 4?
Did you complete Fallout 4?
I did not complete Fallout 4.
If you didn't, I don't think any of us did, except for maybe Hollow, but
I don't think
know.
he completed it either.
Oh my god.
Just too much to do. That's what was wrong with that game.
Yeah, it sounds like there's just 6.5 out of 10, too much to do.
Yeah.
Too much game.
Dawn, what about you? What did you who do you think? What superhero you want to see in an open world game?
Maybe it's hard because all the characters I like, I don't know if I'd be interested enough to play a whole game about them. Like, I don't know, like, how they'd make a whole game about Poison Ivy or Catwoman.
See, I think they could do Catwoman.
Yeah, Catwoman, maybe.
It could maybe be Catwoman or... I don't know, yeah. I don't know what it...
Right, without it being dumb, that'd be the real challenge.
Yeah.
All right. Yogi, did you answer the question?
I did not. I've been kind of racking my brain the whole time. Like right off the top of my head, I think Spawn. I think that could be interesting enough. He has some really cool mechanics, you know, because he's got that living armor and everything. But I've always been a real big fan of Psylocke from the X-Men. I feel like she never gets enough screen time or
just
page
an X-Men
time.
game in general would be badass.
Oh god, I know.
Didn't they try to make one of those on PS2? Where you got to choose your powers and then you got drafted into the X-Men?
Yeah, that was Silicon Knights game. That was really bad, but it was an open world.
Yeah. X-Men... What game was that?
I can't remember the name of it. Destiny.
I mean, I'm
was
a big
Destiny?
fan
It was Destiny.
Are you guys a big fan of the Ultimate Alliance games?
I love Ultimate Alliance. I even bought the shitty PS4 ports of them.
Like, if they do, like, the kind of progression system, the skill system of Ultimate Alliance, but in a more robust world, like a true open world environment, like nice graphics, nice polish, and maybe a more focused cast of characters, so there's deeper customization, that would be fantastic.
All right, guys. We got two last questions, then we're going to wrap up the show. These are two kind of celebrating our 200th episode. Jeremy wants to know what our favorite thing about being on the podcast is.
Do I even get to answer this? Because I'm kind of retired from the podcast.
Yes, everybody has to answer this.
Everybody has to answer it. Favorite thing about being on the podcast?
Yes.
having a designated time every week, I know I can bullshit and talk about video games.
Cool.
Honestly. It's nice. It's a nice thing.
Yogi, what's your favorite thing about podcasting?
As a whole, or podcasting with you guys?
Podcasting with us.
Well, this is by far one of my rituals that I cannot picture my life without. Like, no matter how shitty things get, how stressful things get, this is my way to, get out of the trap of being a hermit and being completely introverted and, refresh myself, reconnect with everybody, and never leave a podcast session without more things to think about and feeling more, I know it sounds corny, but enlightened,
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Feel honored. Dawn, what's your favorite thing about doing the podcast?
I get to feel like a celebrity because I'm a special guest.
Oh, there you go. See, there's something. My favorite thing about doing the podcast every week is to know that I get to join together with some of my closest and best friends in the entire world, talk about something that we all love, be it video games or dick jokes or fart jokes or whatever the fuck our topic is that week. And it's just something that I look forward to every week. So I can be having the shittiest week in the world, and I could not have the oomph to want to come podcast, but I'll still do it because I know once I'm done with the podcast, I'm going to feel a lot better. So it's one of my favorite things to do the podcast.
Nice.
Next one is, what's the hardest thing about doing 200 episodes of the podcast? I'm not going to make Yogi or Dawn answer this question. Me and Caleb can answer this one.
Okay.
Caleb, what's been the hardest thing for you? You've been on 180 of our 200 episodes.
Oh, really? I'm trying to think back.
Yeah, you joined with us around episode 12.
Oh, wow, that's way earlier than I thought. I'm trying to remember how long I've been here. The hardest thing about doing it... The hardest thing about doing it has been keeping up with games and things, even when other things might start to take precedence in your life, which is just the thing that happens as you grow older. Games are fun, but they are also, like a leisure activity, which you don't always have time for, and you might want to use that towards other things. It's just, I don't know, I feel like I come back to games. I feel like I come back to games eventually, but I take time off where I'm not necessarily paying a lot of attention to what's going on or what's coming out. And we've talked about this on past podcasts.
Yes, we have.
But I'm happy I do it. It's just what's the word I'm looking for? I enjoy doing it and I'm willing to doing it, but at the same time, like sometimes you might want to do other things, but you should do the podcast, and the podcast is always worth it to do in the end, but just keeping up with everything and focusing on games and things as an aspect of your life is interesting, I guess. And it's challenging to do that.
I'll jump in here now. As someone who has been on every single episode, I have the rare distinction as being the host of this goddamn thing, and the captain of being on every single episode of the Game and Death podcast that has ever been released. The hardest thing for me to do is when we first started out, and up until like episode 60, even up to episode 100, I found I had the time to do everything, and I wasn't old yet, and I had more energy and more oomph and more free time. And as I've gotten older, me and Dawn have gotten married. We've moved. Shit comes up in life. It's been hard to find random times to play games and stay up on games. Like, I beat Zelda Breath of the Wild in 3 days, but all I did that weekend was play Zelda Breath of the Wild. And that's not something I normally do. I haven't really touched a game since beating Zelda Breath of the Wild, because I'd rather spend time with my wife or watch YouTube, or there's other stuff to do. And that's the hardest part, is like you were getting at, staying on top of everything that is coming out and staying on top of the new release games. Like when we first started, I was buying all the new release games and was playing it and we were trying to be IGN, and that's not who we are. That's not who we are, guys. We're not fucking IGN. We're the Gaming Dev Podcast.
That was so rough when we were trying to be IGN. That's back when we were doing like news stories, and we were trying to do the same like re-vomited press releases that everybody else was getting a hold of, and that was terrible.
It sucked, and now looking back on things, it's like we kind of like one of the easiest, like the question was what's the hardest part, but what's the easiest part of the show is we come into the show every week without a plan, basically. Every time I try to plan for everything, as you can see with tonight, everything goes wrong. We get a lot of dead air, we get a lot of ahs, and uhs, and we get technical difficulties, and this happens, and that happens, and shit falls through, and it just ends up not being a good time. So every week we come to this podcast, I text the guys earlier in the day and go, so what are we talking about today? That's the easiest part about doing the damn podcast for 200 episodes. Is that like episode 120 we just said, fuck it, we don't need a plan.
Yeah.
All right.
Word.
I'm going to read something and then we're going to wrap up. This comes from Pete. Pete says, I just wanted to say thank you guys. I've been listening since episode 33 and have not missed a single episode. I live in the UK, so I've not gotten a chance to catch a live stream, though I hope to be there for episode 200. I just wanted to say you guys are awesome, and here's to another 200 episodes. I know you don't know who I am, but I wanted you to know you make this Gamers Monday a little bit more tolerable. Regards, Peter. So,
that's
nice. It was a nice little thing I got earlier today, actually. So I wanted to read it out.
I think that's the most meaningful thing someone's ever written about the podcast.
I think so. Let's do sign-offs, and then I'm going to do a thank you, and then we're going to get going. So, Yogi, tell people where they can find you.
I am YogiZilla everywhere. Skype, Xbox Live, Steam, Twitter. Pretty easy to stalk. And when you don't find me hanging out with the Game Death crew, I'm over on the Geeky Antics channel where we have a bunch of other shows. And we haven't been streaming as much as we used to because, real life happens and we all know how that is. But we got some stuff in the pipeline, so definitely check us out, twitch.tv/Geeky Antics.
Dawn, do you want to say anything about the podcast? Anything? Any closing remarks?
I want to say congrats. I mean, I know I'm not a regular anymore, but I think it's cool that it's something you guys still do every week, and that you've made it to 200 episodes.
Thank you.
So congrats.
Caleb, anything you want to say, buddy?
Not really. Just I don't know. It's been an interesting journey so far, and I don't expect it to end anytime soon necessarily. But here's to the best, and hoping for more popularity someday.
All right. Now for the big manly tissues to come out. All right, guys. I want to thank you guys, everybody. Specifically, I'm going to call some people out. Jake, who wrote our theme song. Austin from the Retro and Modern Network. Jordan, Meeting Flipper. Matt Bradford, YogiZilla. Obi. And then, of course, I want to thank Caleb, one of my best friends in the entire fucking world. You're like a brother to me. Hollow Blade, who can't be here with us tonight, but he's here in spirit. God willing, he'll be back. My beautiful wife, Dawn. Without you guys, my little baby that was a dream that I had at PAX East in 2013 wouldn't be what it is today. So I thank you guys for your hard work. But the biggest thank you goes to the guys that are in our Twitch channel every week. Racing John, you are our biggest fan in the entire world. And the fact that you have supported us now for damn near 3 years is amazing, and I appreciate it. And our subscribers everywhere, thank you guys. You guys are the reason that we do this. It's not just for us, but it's for you guys too. So, but that's going to do it for tonight. Remember that you guys can send your emails to us at podcast@gamingdeath.com. You can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/gamingdeath. Make sure you guys go over to geekyantics.net to hear more great podcasts just like this one, like Horseplay Live, which is on at 11 p.m., live on twitch.tv/geekyantics at 11 p.m. Still 11, right, Yogi?
Yes, sir, though we might be running a little late tonight. That's okay.
Clearly. 11 p.m., right after our show on Geeky Antics Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/geekyantics. But that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you guys so much. I'm Chris.
I'm Dawn.
I'm Yogi.
I'm Caleb.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Chat, thank you very much. The Real Pro Beast, Austin, John, everybody that's in the chat, thank you guys so much for coming out. It really means a lot to us. Thanks for making episode 200 awesome. Sorry about all the really shitty recording and audio problems, but we will be back next week. Next week at 9:30 p.m. twitch.tv/gamingdeath. And if you guys want to listen to old episodes, if you guys are new, we're on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. Just look up the Gaming Death Podcast. But thank you guys.